off to a terrific start after missing the playoffs last season.
Away we go in Winnipeg. Sold-out crowd, first against first. West and East colliding here, and Brian Bonner brings it up near the 41-yard line.
They face the Bombers' pass rush, particularly tackles Cliff Washburn and Brian Ramsey, both of whom will see a lot of Odell Willis.
So a penalty on the return brings the ball to the Winnipeg 54-yard line. Immediately, Ricky Ray, excellent field position. Fred Stamps has it broken up by the CFL Defensive Player of the Week, Jonathan Heffney.
Marcellus Bowman bumps back out to the weak side. Jonathan Heffney, outstanding over the last couple of weeks, a contender for Defensive Player of the Month himself.
Already loud here, second down 10. Ray with time, looking deep for Jason Barnes, who has it. Big play early on by the Eskimos down to the Winnipeg 25-yard line.
Cliff Washburn get a hand on Ray.
Second down and 7 for the Eskimos. Here's the rush again. Ray pump fake. Now through the end zone. Barnes is open. He has it. He's got the touchdown. And Ricky Ray and Jason Barnes combined for 3 straight passes. Second down, 8 yards. Pierce to Aaron Hargraves. He's got it. He's got a first down. Blanket coverage down there as well from Rod Williams, helped by Weldon Brown. It didn't matter. Aaron Hargraves pulls in the pass. Pierce, little slant pattern. And once again, second down, about 9.5 yards. We'll call it 10. Throwing down for Pierce. And it's picked off. And it is Rod Williams, his 4th of the season. Interception leader in the Canadian Football League.
You heard the guys in the studio talk about it in the pregame. They also have Daniel Porter, who was fantastic for them down the stretch last year after Whitlock got hurt. It was a situation where it was a move they could afford to make, go in a different direction.
Well, Ricky Ray's relied on Jason Barnes a lot, but he looked to his go-to guy, Fred Stamps. Ray's in trouble. Has to scramble and throws it wisely out of bounds. Knocked into the Winnipeg bench. The ball now from the 37-yard line, and it's through. 12th field goal on the season, and the Eskimos have staked themselves to a 10-0 lead. Not much continuity there. He goes over the top. Oh, what a catch! Clarence Denmark. Welcome to Plays of the Week.
Well, I wasn't sure if this throw was going to get there in time. Clarence Denmark beat his man, Weldon Brown.
Buck Pierce matching Ricky Ray so far here tonight. Fred Reed, a couple of jukes. Another one, a first down to the 35-yard line. Big gain by Fred Reed. Who came into this week the rushing leader in the league again, but Brandon Whitaker taking that over last night. And Buck Pierce is knocked into the Edmonton bench. And he's getting some assistance over here from his teammates. And Buck Pierce got rocked. Ran into the exercise bike over there. This is a guy who takes more hits than anybody in the league over the last few years. And watch this. Oh my goodness. Guy who has had so many injury issues and concussion issues in the past. Dislocated elbow from last year. Just keeps coming back though. Draw play to Reed. Here he goes again. Look out. Down to the 15-yard line. Couple of big carries from Fred X.
A terrific job of play calling on this drive.
Fires wide. He missed it. Bombers get on the board with a single. But they wanted 7, looked for 3, and only got 1. Mike Renault will have to punt it away. Look out, almost had it blocked. Gets knocked down. There's no penalty flag. Brown wanting that. Brian Bonner's down at his 15-yard line. Delroy Clark into it after the whistle, but Mike Renault, the follow-through with his leg was knocked to the turf. They just showed the replay up here, so that incites the fans even more.
Of course, Jason Barnes, you see the numbers. 82 of 99 passing yards to Barnes.
Penalty flag flies, 2nd down. Brandon Stewart, interception. Brought down by Chris Bauman, and another flag. There's a flag back at the 20-yard line, and another one here after the interception. Throwing down, here's the rush. And look out, Corey Watson. Down near the 40-yard line, and yet another helmet is popped off by Weldon Brown. It seems a game doesn't go by without 1 or 2 lids coming off.
At least that.
Lardy missed an earlier chip shot. This one from the 32. Missed this one to the left. Another single. Missed opportunities for Winnipeg. Blue Bombers only 2 points, 2 missed field goals. By all accounts, should be a 5-point game. Lardy's going to have to do some soul searching on the sidelines. He's going to be called upon again, has been called upon a lot this season. Ray in trouble now, avoids it, escapes. Ricky Ray takes it himself, better go down, he does. Joe Lobodon was there.
Let him go!
Eamon Duvall, booming kick against the wind. Javon Johnson, nowhere to go. And no penalty flag as Johnson was thrown out of bounds by Matthew Bertrand. And it's on out there. Skirmish develops. We'll step aside and come back to Winnipeg. There's a little breeze behind him. Lets it bounce, bobbles in, look out! Winnipeg football! Just like that, the Blue Bombers have it back.
It's the guy you've got to block here. Unblocked, he's one of the first guys down the field. That puts him in position to capitalize on an opportunity like that.
Former Argo and Calgary Dino. Blue Bombers instant field position. Pierce goes to the end zone. He's looking for Terrence Edwards. A little bump and run down there with Weldon Brown. And the beleaguered Justin Pilardi kind of waits for his coach to give the signal. Well, chance for redemption here. Focus from Pilardi. Kick is up. Splits the uprights. He's back. Maybe it was the talking to from another former St. Mary's Husky in Ottawali. Ryan Bonner, former quarterback in high school. Now returning kicks tonight for the Eskimos. Start at their 20. Fred Stamps. Oh, what a move there. Stamps reaches for the first down and looks like he got there. Joe Lobodon again retreating on coverage, making yet another tackle here tonight.
Is timing up snap counts a number of times. He looks like he's offside because he gets off the ball so quickly. That may be one of his secrets, is watching the timing of the receivers approaching the line peripherally.
7 sacks on the season from the Big O.
Timeout, Edmonton.
Edmonton takes a timeout here. Nationally online at tsn.ca or on the TSN mobile apps. 2nd down and long now, 15 yards to go. will take off with it and does the slide again, well short of the first down. Blue Bombers not fooled at all, and Ricky Ray could not find an open man. Here comes the rush again. Buck Pierce, nice move, good pass. And once again, Corey Watson spinning for a first down. Finally, Buck Pierce is able to avoid the pressure and find a target. Former Argo out of Rutgers. 2nd and 11. Pierce avoids it. How did he get away? Buck Pierce to the 30, to the 20. Could he score? Yes! Touchdown! 2nd and 11. Pierce avoids it. How did he get away? Buck Pierce to the 30, to the 20. Could he score? Yes! Touchdown! What a crazy run by Buck Pierce! Might be Winnipeg's play of the year.
I'll tell you what, everybody holds their breath a little bit when Buck Pierce takes off with the football. But this is where number 4 is at his best, is on the scramble. He just smelled the goal line.
What a touchdown. One of the best quarterback romps for a TD we have seen in years.
Barnes unable to squeeze it.
Now the Eskimos need a first down, or Winnipeg could actually get the ball back before halftime. Sold out Canadian Stadium. Ray, draw play, Messam, rumbles, shakes one. What an effort.
A native of Brampton, Ontario. I'll hear about it from him. 2 first-rounders, Rob Maver and Shamari Williams, both from Brampton.
Ricky Ray now, 12 seconds left in the half to Fred Stamps. He's got it.
Unreal.
Oh my goodness, again. Ray, sideline, Marcus Henry, but there still is 1 second left. That's what we got, my friend.
That's living up to its billing.
And the Edmonton Eskimos have a 2-point lead at halftime here in Winnipeg. They're playing like a playoff game here tonight. Pierce goes down against the goalpost, and a safety touch. 2 points, and another mean jolt administered to number 4.
Now the extra point game there in a game as close as this one has been could be critical down the stretch.
4-pointer. Play action, look out, Ricky Ray, down he goes, loose ball. Patrick Liddell Willis with the hit on Ricky Ray. Loose ball, and the Eskimos are able to hang on. Washburn right there at the right spot. Swaggerville's happy. One of the few times Winnipeg gets to Ricky Ray tonight. Nowhere to go again. They have got this place amped up. And will the Eskimos give up 2 here now? Or will they kick it away with Duvall the way he's been punting? This has been a complete game of field position. How about the defensive presence of that front line this time? Edwards, first down, penalty flag, Rod Williams, a little extra impact along the sideline. That tall last year. That snap, Pierce throws it. Caught, touchdown, Terrence Edwards. That snap, Pierce throws it. Touchdown, Terrence Edwards! Why not? It has been a night of circus catches and big plays, and another one put on the board by Winnipeg.
Well, this is just outstanding awareness by this touchdown. Here you see Buck Pierce half roll left, barely gets his head back around to the right, and puts his confidence in his receiver, Terrence Edwards, to make that play. See the chemistry developing between Pierce and his go-to guy, Terrence Edwards.
You know, a lot of that also precipitated by that Winnipeg defense pinning the Eskimos back. Ray stands in. Jason Barnes hangs on. Receivers to his right. 1st and 10. They're in motion. There's a reverse. Clarence Denmark left side. 1st down and more. Well, there was a lot of motion before that ball was snapped. Created some havoc for the Eskimos. Reed. Up near the 44-yard line. 2nd down play again. Pierce going deep, bombs away, and it is caught. Denmark has it. Can you believe that?
Clarence Denmark
to the red zone. Pierce going end zone, and an interference call. Illegal contact on Terrence Edwards. TJ Hill in the vicinity. Bombers sniff the end zone. Fake pitch. Pierce throws, scores. Corey Watson. Pierce throws, scores. Corey Watson. First of the season. 2nd touchdown pass by Buck Pierce of the half.
And Ron, this is one of the things I love about Canadian football. It takes 12 men.
This was a city known for non-import receivers in the past, the Joe Poplawskis and Rick Houses. Brian Bonner fumbled, jolted, got it back. Did he get popped? Oh, and look at him. That stinks.
Emmett Stewart lowers the boom.
Last minute, 3rd quarter. What a game this has been. Playoff-like intensity, and the season really has only just begun. Messam to the 40. Including $1 million. 2nd and 6. Here they come again. Ray in trouble. Pitches it. Little shovel pass. Was lucky to get it go. And there's a penalty flag. And that might be a costly one. We'll have to see what this is as Ricky Ray was getting up. Joe Lobadon. Yeah, that might be what it's for.
Edmonton number 15. Down.
It is an intentional grounding. Oh. On the final play of the 3rd quarter, Joe Lobadon has them ignited here. So do the Bombers. They lead by 10 on Wendy's Friday Night Football. Now he has to play comeback. Blue Bomber ball at their 20. 2nd down. Pierce is in trouble now. Pressurized. Decides to take it and is tripped up. A good tackle.
Consider that this is a Blue Bomber defense that lost last year's CFL sack leader, Philip Hunt, and they're still doing what they're doing, getting after opposing quarterbacks. It speaks volumes for the coaching job of coordinator Tim Burke.
2nd down, Ray. Passing. Protected. Here he goes. Downfield into traffic. It is picked off by Javon Johnson. 2 covering 2. And Javon Johnson with another Blue Bomber takeaway, but a penalty flag and a scrap. And it is on here. There are flags all over the place. Oh, the Blue Bombers, at least some of them were jumping around and celebrating. There was a melee behind the play. And Javon Johnson has his second interception of the season. We'll sort out the penalties when we come back to Canada Stadium in Winnipeg.
He gets into it with Robindon.
3 roughing penalties as Reed romps for another first down. There were 3 penalties. 2 were against the Eskimos, so 15 yards.
We out here today. They can only stay away from me for so long. They got to come see me.
Got to protect the football.
Well, absolutely. And the Edmonton Eskimos came into this game with the fewest turnovers in the CFL. Only 5 through the first 5 weeks of the season. But now, face Winnipeg Blue Bombers defense and a special teams unit that has been outstanding here tonight for the Bombers. And turnovers have been a big factor in the Eskimos being down by 11 points in this ballgame.
Another big factor, this big crowd sellout here in Winnipeg. Ricky Ray needs to quiet them. Pump fake, nowhere to go. Still has no one open, looking for Jason Barnes, but will throw it away. Excellent secondary coverage from the Blue Bombers. They brought it.
Offensive coordinator Marcus Crandall on the sidelines. And that's without that man, Doug Brown on the Bombers D-line and Dorian Smith in front of him.
Ray zips one over the middle, and Jason Barnes, watched by free safety Ian Logan.
That's a ball that Jason Barnes wants back. He had that one, took his eyes off it at the last second.
BC Lions tonight trying to get in the win column. The Edmonton Eskimos could be in the loss column for the first time. They need a big comeback here. They still have time, plenty of time, 7 minutes. 50% on Ricky Ray like.
Yeah, well, particularly here in the second half. Ricky Ray just 2 of 5, 19 yards and an interception. A long way from his numbers through the first 5 weeks of the season.
And one reason only for those numbers, especially in the second half. That Winnipeg defense. Whistles. Flag flies. 20-second play clock expired.
Timeout, Edmonton.
And a timeout. Let's go down to Sarah Orleski on the sideline.
Rod, since partway through that second quarter, we've really seen this Edmonton offense look out of sync. The momentum has certainly shifted into Winnipeg's favor. The crowd has gotten into it. It was a very slow start for them, but the crowd is starting to make a difference here as well now. But as one person with the Edmonton organization put it to me, they are just physically beating us right now.
Yeah, no kidding. It has been a Winnipeg beatdown. Ray. Jason Barnes, big play. Jonathan Hefney supplies the tackle, but near midfield, and there's a way to get the crowd out of it. One of those.
Between 3 Bomber defenders, the key is making those tough catches to try and get some momentum.
Fred Stamps, normally the 100-yard guy in a game. It's Jason Barnes tonight. We're likely going to see Stamps, though, and Ricky Ray fumbles it. He's hammered. Ball loose. Edmonton recovers. Ricky Ray is going to be going to sleep tonight, seeing blue and gold.
We saw over the last couple of years. By Bryant Turner, who's in at defensive tackle for Dorian Smith, just stepped up and made the play.
2nd and 25 here. 4-man rush for the Blue Bombers. Ray, now Messam with a block, and he runs into his own player and just gets to the initial line of scrimmage. And they'll have to kick it away again, and time is running out on the Edmonton Eskimos. Especially when Fred Stamps is out there and Jason Barnes. his best of the night. Weldon Brown. Here's a good return by him. Clint Kent brings him down at the 46-yard line.
It seemed like a very different group in this second half, that defensive line in particular. What have you seen from here on the sidelines?
You know, the guys are just having a lot of fun out there. I think we're going to sell a few Swaggerville t-shirts tonight because these guys are getting after it, and they're an inspired group, and they're really causing fits for the Eskimos right now. So it's a pleasure to watch.
In 15 years of professional football, NFL and CFL included, this is only the 9th game you've ever missed, so it's rare to see you here on the sidelines. I know fans are going to want to know, are you going to be back next week?
I don't know if I'm going to need to come back too soon because we just got another sack and we're dominating tonight. But yeah, it's uncomfortable being over here, but when you see your teammates being as successful as they are tonight, it's real exciting just to be a part of this group.
Thanks for this, Doug.
Thank you.
It's almost unimaginable that the Bombers have been able to do this tonight without Doug Brown, but they have. And Ricky Ray is going to need some ice packs after this ball game. Jerome Messam will bring it to the 50-yard line, and it's getting down to go time for the Eskimos.
Well, we talked about the marquee matchup in the trenches. Winnipeg D-line versus Edmonton O-line. Winnipeg is winning a clear decision, maybe even approaching a knockout at this point.
29,000 on their feet. Ray's down again. Penalty flag flies as Ricky Ray is pulverized again. Kenny Maynor in on him again after a sack on the earlier sequence.
Holding. Edmonton number 56. That penalty is declined. First down, Winnipeg.
Well, it's not over till it's over. But if this was a fight, you throw in the white towel from the corner. Knockout.
The Edmonton Eskimos offensive line. The situation now, I mean, the Winnipeg D-line, these guys are tough to block at the best of times, but when they know that you have to throw the ball, lights out.
This Blue Bomber defense, vaunted defense, and again, a lot of the credit has to go to new defensive coordinator Tim Burke.
But right now, Odell Willis is the only one of the 4 guys that ended last season who's out there playing, and they're still dominating.
Buck Pierce. Better be careful.
Great decision, Bucks.
Kicks it through the end zone. 11-point game is now 12.
Here in Winnipeg, you almost want to see your offense give the ball up every so often, just so you can watch these guys go to work.
To 116.
They're resetting clocks here.
And they're like sharks right now, smelling blood.
Look at that line. Ready to pounce again. Here they come. Ricky Ray, far sideline. Jason Barnes steps out of bounds wisely. They need to find the end zone in a hurry and get an onside kick.
I just want to show you the great team concept defensively here. Odell Willis leads the CFL in sacks. Watch what he does on this play. He's going to try and occupy 2 blockers by grabbing them to free up his buddy Clint Kent to come around the outside. It's not all about the numbers for one guy. It's about the team, and that's why they're successful.
Backfield again, Messam. He's been so busy tonight. Joe Lobendon has another answer.
Listen, this is all Ricky Ray and the Edmonton offense have right now because the pressure is getting there so quickly. The only options Ray has are screens, draws, and to dump the ball to his back. He has no time for routes to develop down the field because the Bombers are getting to him so quickly.
Lobendon tonight, 5 tackles for the Blue Bombers. A lot of gang tackling going on. Everybody's been in on the party. Ray throws again. Marcus Henry into Blue Bomber territory. A 4-14 team. Winnipeg Stadium, Canadian Stadium, the city of Winnipeg. You know, going to a Blue Bomber game, a lot of fans weren't in very festive moods. There is a swagger here now. Got their hockey team back. They've got their football team back.
It's a proud time to be a sports fan in Winnipeg.
Ricky Ray into traffic. Lights out. Brandon Stewart. Another knockout blow for the Blue Bombers. He fumbles it. Javon Johnson loses his helmet. But the Blue Bombers are doing it every which way, and now flags fly again as the Eskimos frustrated here in the late going. And maybe frustrated a little bit with the showboating that's going on, because they're getting
The swagger is under their skin.
It is under their skin. 5 Eskimo turnovers, 1 by the Blue Bombers.
And Ricky Ray is just going to force this ball up on the outside. He's just sending the receiver on a go route. He's going to throw it up, trying to hit Jason Barnes down the sidelines. He's covered. I mean, this isn't an open receiver, but Ricky Ray is just trying to make something happen as time ticks down.
Major foul, unnecessary roughness. 50 Edmonton 51, 15-yard penalty, first down.
You can see Paul LaPolice imploring Brandon Stewart on the return. Just get down, protect the ball, and we'll let our offense out there to down it and run timeout.
Very frustrating night for Ricky Ray. It is incomprehensible to think, after that first drive, the way things went downhill so quickly for the Eskimos. And the Blue Bombers, final 34 seconds. If you're an Eskimo fan, if you're an Edmonton Eskimo, you write this down. And there's nothing wrong with swagger. But in the late going of a game that's out of hand, you've got more dancing going on than American Bandstand, you remember that.
And the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, with their performance tonight, they've earned the right to celebrate however they want to celebrate. But you're right, if you're the Edmonton Eskimos, you're scanning the schedule right now to see when the Blue Bombers come up again.
Final 15 seconds. What a night for Buck Pierce and the Blue Bombers. Not since 1987 have the Bombers had this many wins to start a season. A second half explosion offensively and defensively. And there is joy in Swaggerville. The mighty Bombers are 5-1. The same as the Eskimos. 28-16 the final. Winnipeg roars in the second half.